Information age pension plan. Somebody changed the deal and companies suddenly were no longer guaranteeing financial security at the end of your working days. Instead, companies began offering defined contribution retirement plans. Defined contribution means that you are only going to get back what you and the company have contributed while you were working. In other words, your pension is defined solely by what has been contributed. If you and your company put no money in, you get no money out. The good news is that in the information age, life expectancy will go up. The bad news is that you might outlive your pension. Risky pension plans. And worse than that, what you and your employer put into the plan is no longer guaranteed to exist when you decided to pull it out. This is because plans like 401k and super annuation are subject to market forces. In other words, one day you could have $1 billion in the account, and if there were a stock market crash, which every market occasionally has, your $1 million could be cut in half or even wiped out. The guarantee of lifelong income is gone. And I wonder how many people who have these plans realize what this means. It could mean that people who retire at 65 and begin to live on their defined contribution plan could run out of money by, let's say, age 75. Then what do they do? Dust off the resume. And what about the government defined benefit pension plan? Well, in the United States, Social Security is expected to be bankrupt by the year 2032 and Medicare bankrupt by 2005, just when baby boomer begins needing it. Even today, even today, Social Security does not provide much in the way of income. What will happen when 77 billion boomer begin to want the money they paid in? But it's not there. In 1998, President Clinton's popular cry of "Save Social Security as well" received yet as Democratic Senator Ernest Holding pointed out, obvious the first way to save Social Security is to stop looting it. For decades, the federal government has been responsible for borrowing the retirement money for expenditure. Many politicians seem to think that Social Security is income that can be spent rather than an asset that should be held in trust. Too many pupils counting on the government. I write my book and build my products such as the educational board gain cash flow because we are at the end of the industrial age and just getting started in the information age. My concern as a private citizen is that from my generation forward, we are not properly prepared to handle the difference between the industrial age and the information age. The one of those difference is how we prepare financially for our retirement years. The idea of go to school and get a safe, secure job was a good idea for people born before 1930. Today, Today, everyone needs to go to school to learn to get a job, but we also need to know how to invest, and investing is not a subject taught in a school. One of the hangover of the industrial age is that too many people have become dependent on the government to solve their individual problem. Today, we are facing even bigger problems because of the delegation of the government of our personal financial responsibility.